what's going on, guys? Tomcat here, and today I have a double review for you guys. Today we are reviewing the Lotus Exige S, the new Lotus Exige S, and the Gmc Vandura in Forza Horizon. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Lotus for a little test drive, and one of the biggest things that you notice when you drive this car is how smooth it is. There isn't any, unnecessary bumps or you know, rattling all over the road or fishtailing. It's so balanced. But then again, it's a Lotus, so then again you'd expect that kind of balance from a Lotus, and I really like what they've done with this car. I know it's a little heavier than the last iteration of the Exige and the Exige S, but it has a really nice feeling of weight distribution. It feels near perfect, to be honest with you. It feels near perfect. The setup, the suspension, everything is tight enough to be grippy, but still that little hint of looseness that you can still have fun. And it's really easy to pinpoint this car exactly where you want it on the road. And since it's the S model, that means it's supercharged, and you can't really tell when you hear it. It's very subtle, it's there in the background, but it is supercharged, and unless you're a Lotus fan, you might not actually figure out that it's supercharged until you actually go to upgrade it. And you might have noticed that I take a lot of the cars that I review to this section of the map, and that's simply because those tunnels, man. And now, we're going to do a stock, actually not stock, this is a fully upgraded top speed run, and basically you can see right off the bat it's planted, dude. It's balanced extremely well, and just the way that it gains speed is actually really good. And you could see just it's not going all over the road. If you guys saw the LFA Nürburgring edition review, you know that we went all over the road when we tried to launch it, tried to take it down the highway. That thing maxed out is pretty crazy to try and handle. I mean, it's possible if you know what you're doing, but it's still pretty crazy to try and handle that car going down the road. Now, we're going to go ahead and upgrade it right now, and I'm going to take you through the upgrade process that you just saw me drive in the previous clip. And the funny thing is, by adding those lights, they're sort of rally style, you actually take the weight of the car down. And I have no idea how that's supposed to work, but it works, and I just stick with that. I stick with what works. I stick with what takes the weight down. We're just gonna, you know, get your regular fully upgraded stuff on this car. Don't want to put the rally suspension on there. And I actually, seeing that this is one of the brand new cars in the pack, this was not carried over from Forza 4. I really like the car. They did a good job with the details. That's the thing that I noticed. The cars that are brand new, the ones that they do not bring over from Forza 4, the ones that are brand new, look really good. They look like they actually spent some time on these cars, and I would expect nothing less from Playground and Turn 10, obviously. But, I mean, that brings me on to the topic of, you know, I don't know, it's a really sticky situation, sticky subject about the whole thing about DLC in Forza Horizon. You could look at it as everything is recycled from Forza 4 except for 2 cars per pack. And, I mean, you're just paying for 2 new cars. And while that's a little bit, I don't know, it seems a little unreasonable. Then again, you also have the fact that you're bringing the cars from Forza 4 into this decent world. It's not huge, but it's a pretty decent world, and you can see the difference that we have here. We're running the Lotus Exige S stock. Now, we can only top out at 168. Fully upgraded, we were touching 216, so definitely a major change in the top speed. But then again, this is a Lotus. Top speed isn't the big thing with a Lotus. It's more for handling. Now, this is the Gmc Vandura van, also known as Creeper van. It's got a bunch of different names, whatever you want to call the freaking thing. Obviously, same upgrades from Forza 4. That wing looks absolutely hideous. I would never put that on this thing. But then again, this thing is hideous in general. Pretty hideous in general. I don't think I would ever drive. No, not don't think. I would never, ever drive one of these in real life. It's just... Oh my god. I've seen one, wouldn't drive it. And as always, as we do with these, you know, vans and trucks, sticking the American racing wheels on there. Just bumping them up, big wheels. I mean, you just... You worry about, you know, keeping the weight down on some exotic cars and cars that you want to just go fast in, but when you're upgrading something like this, you know, put 20s, 22s on that thing, you know? I don't even remember what I put on this thing, I just know they were big, but you only have one engine, you cannot swap it. You can, however, twin turbocharge it, which is what I did here, and it gives you a pretty decent boost in horsepower. You can see we're cammed, we bored out the engine, we've got the twin turbos, we're going to upgrade the clutch, transmission, all this sort of stuff. Now, one of the things you may notice is that this van does have the option of being upgraded for rally, which, I mean, that would be freaking crazy to take this thing on a rally course. I went on the storefront and found this paint job, and I'm just trying to, you know, see if I can get any height out of that jump, failing miserably because this thing will not jump. But yeah, paint looks pretty cool. Obviously, Monster Energy paint job. We got a couple of Ken Block style things on there. But, I mean, yeah, cool paint job if you want to, you know, if you want to use it, you know, just for hanging out with friends and cruising and doing, I don't know, random crash videos. That's pretty much all that this van is good for. It's not for racing. Not for racing at all. But main thing that I want you guys to notice on this top speed clip. This van does not have paddle shifters in real life. However, someone at Playground Games decided the GMC Vandura van in Forza Horizon has paddle shifters. Really? The van has paddle shifters? Oh my god! No, the van does not have paddle shifters. I don't care what anybody tells you. No van like this is ever going to have paddle shifters, and I think they screwed that up. They gotta watch their their animations that they put on these cars. Watch that for the future Turn 10 and Playground. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little review of the Lotus Exige S and the GMC Vandura van in Forza Horizon. If you did, click that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of it. If you guys are new to my channel, then subscribe for more Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport 4, news coverage for Forza 5, and all your upcoming favorite games. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. See you then.